Introducing the Master Mixer. Brought to you by Mac Davis, Patrick Corley, Jake Watrous, and Madison Sharp. Our personal interests include friends and relatives that work in the bartending industry. We also wanted to decrease the wait time for drink service and introduce a mechanized solution to a strenuous task. And lastly, bring a consistent method of drink mixing into the household. Some of our competition includes the Tinted Bar, which is similar to a Coke Freestyle, in which you select a drink from a variety of flavors and it is automatically poured. There's also the Babo Bar, which is similar to a Keurig. You insert a flavor packet for your drink selection and the machine makes and pours it. Constraints and engineering requirements. The Master Mixer had to be designed to thoroughly mix and chill drinks, also so that the housing could accommodate most drink mixing cups. It was designed to emulate the human motion of a bartender mixing a drink without spilling it. The Master Mixer should have variable speeds, including the speed that a natural hand would be mixing the drink. Also, the size of the Master Mixer had to be designed so that it would fit reasonably on a countertop. Some more requirements of the Master Mixer are that it fit a minimum safety factor of 5. Also, the appliance must fit within a 2x2 space on a countertop, along with operating on AC power and being able to complete between 60 and 80 shakes per minute. After carefully considering the design constraints, we came up with 3 different designs. The first design is a cam. The reason why we didn't choose this is that the cam would have been unreasonably large. Also, it didn't create the natural motion of a human mixing a drink. And lastly, the design is neither durable nor safe. The second design is based on a 4-bar linkage, but the housing for this design would take up too much counter space. Also, the mechanism had the lowest safety factor of 2.59. Lastly, there's too many moving parts for operation to be safe. Lastly, our primary design. This design achieved the necessary human motion of mixing a drink. Also, is the most feasible design for prototyping, and we became very familiar with it throughout the course because it's a crank slider. Also, it satisfies requirements such as desired cycles per minute, an exceptional safety factor, and is easy and safe to operate at variable speeds. Here you can see in this video our initial prototype of our primary design. Some of the problems we ran into with the prototype was that the cup guide was binding on the slot. Also, with this configuration, the motor had to be mounted on the outside of the apparatus, and there were no variable speeds. Here you can see a SOLIDWORKS motion study of our final product. In this trial with our final prototype, the Master Mixer successfully mixed an 8-ounce beverage. Also, during the 30-second trial, it chilled the drink by 7 degrees further than the average hand trial. The variable speeds are regulated by the rheostat in the right bottom corner of the prototype. Some of the problems we face with commercialization of our product include finding a specific place to buy gears, bearings, mounts, and motors in bulk. Also, 2 of the other problems we face include streamlining the process of building our prototype and also figuring out how to mass produce our housing. When considering selling our product to the public, there are 2 target consumers, the first being bars and the second being household consumers, particularly those who can't and don't want to mix their own drinks. Also, we came across a decent profit margin of 20%.
All senior citizens should
have Master Mixers.
We would now like to demonstrate a full trial with our final prototype and open the floor for questions.